Today we are going to do a cityscape, and we are going to be working on estimating our measurements and then actually measuring our buildings as well. So in the back of your measurement unit materials packet, you have this page here. You're only going to need half of this, and then you have all these different sizes of buildings that you're going to use. Now you'll get to pick out which buildings you want. You don't have to do all of them, but you are going to need 5 buildings. So you're going to choose 5 of these to cut out, and then we'll be measuring them. Now you have a couple of different options. They're going to have names. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color my buildings, and then the buildings will be identified by the color that they have. You could also put numbers on your buildings, almost like an address, like the numbers on your house, to identify the building, and then it could say like building 856 would be, and you would have 856 across here as your address. Or you could name the buildings stores or names, like Target. You could put Target on the building or something like that. So you're going to do that, and then I'm going to show you, after we work through that, I'm going to show you what to do with your cityscape page. You may put these buildings down on a big piece of paper if you have one. If not, you could put them on like a box. You could make a cityscape out of boxes, or you could tape them to windows in your house, but you're going to want to kind of display them to look like a cityscape or a city scenery, a skyline, if you will. So you're going to find something to connect them to. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quickly here, and then we'll talk about the cityscape page that you're going to fill out about your buildings that you created. Okay, so now I've got my cityscape done, and so now I'm going to complete my cityscape estimations, heights, and then comparisons. So to start off, I'm going to name my buildings. Remember that you could do that by color, you could do it by the numbers on them. There's a lot of different ways that you could identify them, names on them. I'm just going to do colors, so I have red, green, purple, blue, and pink. Now my next step is going to be to go through and estimate and then actually measure my buildings. So for example, on red, I might estimate that it is 5 inches. And on green, then I might say, if that one's 5, then green's probably 6 inches. Okay, then I'm going to take my ruler, line them up. Okay, and my red one is actually 6 inches, so I was off by an inch. And my green one is 7 inches. So I was right that they were an inch apart, but I was off by an inch on both of those. Now I can complete, I want you to do that for all of your buildings, but then I can complete my comparison. So for example, on mine, I could say green is taller than red by 1 inch, right? If we're finding the difference, just like we did on Friday, you're going to subtract. So this one is 7, this one is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1, so green is bigger by 1 inch. When you finish estimating all of your buildings, measuring all of your buildings, and comparing them, Then you may put this with your cityscape, and then you can upload a picture of it to schoolwork.